Got
Hi,
it.
welcome back. Thank you for coming to another episode of Fast 15. My name is C and it's Bossy. And today's guest is the lovely Adrienne Burke. We're going to get to visit with her and hear all about her fabulous eyewear company. So, just so you know, the premise of this show is I'm going to ask Adrienne 15 questions. The first 10 are going to be a little longer, but the last five, they are what I refer to as my rapid fire round. Psh, psh. Is a yes or a no, or, an answer. If I give you two things, pick one. Even if it's something that you don't like, just pick it anyway. All right? Are you ready to get started, Adrienne?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Good. All right, let's have some fun. So I normally always ask where the name for the business came about, but
I
why
got it
don't you
from my
just
mom.
I was going to say, why don't you just tell the people your business name and how did the idea for your business come about?
So I got to make it short, right? So the idea about the business, it's the easiest. The idea about the business came because I'm really into coordinating my outfits and so forth. And when I realized I had to wear readers, what was available to me just wasn't working for me. And I work in a library, and of course I started doing research, and the idea was there. But then a brother named Kevin Powell really encouraged me and motivated me to make this happen. And that has to do with how I came up with Adrienne Burke Eyewear.
Okay.
Because he was like, there's already a Warby Parker. I don't want any fancy names. I want to see your name on your frames. And he connected me with people and made it happen. So.
Wow. And the rest is history.
Her
Okay,
story.
Miss Adrienne Burke Eyewear. Now, the next question is, how did you market your business and which tactics have you found to be most successful?
So, honestly, Poshmark and Mercari.
There you go.
I started there, and without getting too personal, I really couldn't launch my business because I was going through something personal that I needed to tie up.
Okay.
And so I used that opportunity to try and build a name for myself, or to at least get myself out there where I would have returning customers enough. And so Poshmark and Mercari seemed like the ideal place for me to begin. And I did. And within a year, I had to launch. Like everything had to be done in baby steps. I didn't want to go full on 100% from the door. I needed to do it in baby steps. And so, yeah, that was my plan, to use Poshmark and Mercari as a platform.
And you still sell on both of those platforms today?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And I believe I found you on Postmark.
You did.
And I am return people.
And you are you're more than that. You know that. You're more than that. You know, one of the things that drew me to you was your willingness to help.
Oh.
And I was in a space where, I wasn't letting people in, but that C personality.
Here I come. Bam, bam, hey.
Yes. And it was like, yeah.
Well, you know what? Your glasses, and I think I'm up to 31 pairs now, but your glasses are so fashionable.
Exactly.
That people always want to know where I got them from. I just let them know.
You should just tell them not the dollar store.
Pardon?
You should just tell them not the dollar store.
Oh, yeah, I've already done that. They already know they're not the dollar store. Yeah. Now, we're not even gonna, no, we're not even gonna, this is nowhere near the lack of quality or style that is in the dollar store.
So. And there goes the purpose, that's the purpose.
Yeah. Now, okay. What motivates you?
So many things. My hobbies motivate me now. At this stage in my life, I love to travel, and I know that's cliche, but it's real for me.
Mhm.
And that motivates me because I want to do better, grow faster so that I can do more. Like, yeah, that's what
Okay.
motivates me. We gotta keep
All
it
right.
short.
There you go. Now, as far as your styles, and again, you've got beautiful styles, you've got such a variety. How do you generate new ideas? What do what motivates you to think of, oh, I've got to use this style or get this pattern? Because I mean, it's like endless.
So so part of it is design, and another part of it, honestly, anybody who's in the eyewear industry or business knows you should go to the conventions.
Okay.
Um, there's a lot that comes down the pike at conventions. So
Hmm.
I'm being totally honest. When you see them there at the conventions, you make contact and network with people who can manufacture the designs that you want.
Okay.
Something
And
that
I
you're not
think,
gonna find everywhere. And that's another thing that I pride myself on. I'm not saying 100% of my glasses, but I'm gonna say 75, 80% of my glasses, you're not gonna find everywhere. And
no,
that's what I want.
right.
That's what I want.
Yeah. And I'm on it and I've looked and I don't think I've ever seen at least one of the glasses that I have anywhere other than from you,
I
because
try, but
I'm big on glasses.
I do tell people glasses are no different than cars. The minute a car manufacturer sees a Corvette is selling, they're gonna make a Stingray. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
there'll always be someone with the same style. You can't get away from that. It's all
Right.
about how you project it and how
Right.
you,
And how you make it different, right?
right, put your own spin on it, like
Okay.
make it yours.
So hang on a second so I don't repeat myself because I will do that. What is oh no, here's a good one. How do you define success? Because if you don't know it already, you are successful. But how do you define success?
Complete transparency, I'm learning.
Okay.
Success did not ever seem attainable for me, so I never had a definition for it other than what I saw in other people, and
Okay.
that's not my success. So I'm learning what my success is. Um, if I had to give you an answer though, like, it would have everything to do with parenting. I've successfully raised a child into adulthood who's also
Mhm.
successful. Like, that's successful to me.
Okay. And I think one of the great successes of your business is your customer service, because that's one of the things that I noticed almost immediately. And because knowing me, I'm sure I had an issue with one of the pairs of glasses that I wanted initially, but you have excellent customer service. And I'm very big on customer service, but
I
you
am
have
too.
excellent customer service. And that's what kept me coming back,
Oh,
because I'm like,
see.
how you get told, and if any Poshmark sellers are going to watch this, you already know. As soon as somebody starts asking questions, they want to block you. If they ask questions, they're gonna be a problem buyer. No, I'm asking questions because I want to make sure that this purchase is going to be the right fit for me.
Right.
That's all it is.
So for me, it's several things, but I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated,
Mm-hmm.
first and foremost. That's always in the forefront. But the other thing is I'm trying to build a brand. My name is on these Adrienne Burke Eyewear. And if I'm using places like Poshmark and Macari as my platform to catapult
Right.
me to the next level, it would behoove me to represent and project what I want them to see in me. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm serious about my customers. I'm really serious about
You
that.
are. You definitely are.
Like that. It
I'm
takes a
gonna
certain
come back. Oh, go
person.
ahead. I'm sorry.
It takes a certain kind of person to appreciate the style of glasses that I have. They're not classical and traditional, and I know that. And I know I'm taking a risk, you know what I mean? So if you come to my closet on Poshmark, you like my style, I'm going to show appreciation for that.
Okay, so I was going to save this for later, but I'm going to tell it now. When I first discovered you on Poshmark, I remembered I probably, I don't know if I knew how to like and save, but then I lost you. And I'm like, I know this woman is out here. She had, you know, the only styles of glasses, but again, the way you marketed them with your mannequin heads and, you know, your design, you had your stone, your natural gems. And I'm like, where is she? I know that I can't, and I couldn't find you for the longest. It seemed like it probably wasn't, but, and then one day you must've had a sale, because you know, when something gets marked down, you get notified. I'm like, oh my God, I found her. So I was like, click, 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 because I wanted to make sure that I never lost you again.
I love that so much.
And then I got the Adriennes. Not these. These are my favorites as well.
The Adriennes.
The blonde Adriennes, because at the time I had my blonde hair. And
they look so good on you. Those are my favorites.
Yeah. And then I fell into the Liz's. These are the Liz, by the way.
The chunky Liz.
I have the chunky Liz, and I have them in 5 colors, including the sunglasses.
Yeah. I'm such a mess. You can tell when I like frames, because I'll buy so many of the same frames.
It's like shoes, like when, you know, because I have a hard time with shoes. So if I find a pair of shoes, you know, especially now, that are comfortable, I would try to get all colors. Because, you know, I know that this shoe works for me. So let me get every color I can get. And then you know, I'm good.
Guilty. Guilty.
So I'm like, wait a minute, every other week she came out with another color. I was like, oh, click, I'll take that.
I'm a mess. Click. I am really exposing the fact that Adrienne Burke is a mess. But I'm giving you exactly who I am.
And that's what we love. We love the originality. I mean,
I'm just saying, that's why I love my customers, because it was like, you like my style? That means you get it. And it's like, oh, I like you.
Yeah, you could be cookie cutter. Cookie cutter is nothing. Everybody out, that's nothing to attain to.
Why be regular? Be bold or italic. Like,
there
come
you
on.
Go. There you go. All righty, so let's see here. All right. What are, because we've all made them. What is a mistake that you wished that you could have avoided?
Is marriage included?
Hey, you can choose your mistake.
Are we just talking business?
No, you can talk about any mistake that you want to talk about.
To be honest with you, and I'm not trying to, this is really who I am. I don't think anything is a mistake.
It's a learning experience.
Yes.
It's a mistake when you don't learn from it.
The hardest lessons are the most painful lessons, but I wouldn't take anything away from it because of what I learned. So I can only say that to you at this place and space in my life right now. If I were younger, I would not probably have that. But I really feel that way. Nothing is a mistake. Nothing is random.
And I think I say this all the time with business, but you know, it can definitely prove true for personal life, but you have to make mistakes so you know what's not going to work. Yes. Because you're not going to jump here. I don't care how great your idea is, and you know, you might be the only one that's doing it, and you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to launch here, and it's going to be, no, it's not. So and the first time, and if you have that mentality, the first time you have a mistake, and don't let it be a devastating mistake like your website crash or something like that, oh, then that's it. You're out of the game, because I can't believe that all this planning I did. No.
I understand.
You know, you have to have mistakes.
That's
in order
exactly
to
what I
learn
mean.
and to order, order to grow.
But
So,
see, it takes a certain level of maturity to understand that,
yeah,
you know,
and a lot of mistakes.
and a lot of, hello, this isn't my first business, okay?
That's a lot of mistakes. It's like, oh, okay. I have people say that to me all the time. They're like, you're just so confident, this, that, the other. I'm like, because I'm not scared. If it don't work, oh well, that didn't work. Well, girl, I thought you were selling this. Yeah, that was last week. I'm not selling that now. And you're not going to make me feel bad
Oh my
because
God.
I'm off of one thing and onto other. That didn't work. But I
Yeah,
have
don't
this now.
waddle.
Would you like this? What do you mean no? You haven't even tried it. You're going to love it. So
I like that.
there's no problem with mistakes. So there you go. We're on the same page with that. Now, how, and I know that you already started this, but how do you plan on growing your business? Well, let's talk about what you just did, what you recently launched.
My website?
Your website.
Oh, well, my e-commerce website. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had been getting oh God, the DMs that I get about when are you going to do it? And it's like, everybody wants me to do it on their time. And I know I've shared with you, I was like, it's got to happen on my time. I know when it's the right time.
Right.
There's a purpose to me taking my time. So yeah, I finally launched it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone, because it seems like they're moving towards the website now. And I did not anticipate that, but I was hopeful. So, but it mostly came with the Intellectual Ink magazine article. If I'm going to be in a magazine, I have to be ready. Right. And I knew the time was I knew that this was the right time. I just knew. And so.
All right. Now, are there any other plans on the horizon that you can talk about? If you can't, that's fine. About growing?
I'm really, I want to focus on the e-commerce side of my website to see how that grows for the first year. I'm going to pay attention to that. Okay. And depending on how that is received, my goal is to be branded, all of my glasses to be branded the way that my original, the ones that started this are. Okay. I will say that the reason that they are not is because it is very expensive. And I don't want to go that far so fast. Like I'm doing really well in increments, and I'm a one-girl show. So, and I'm still gainfully employed. I still work a full-time job. So that's my goal. My goal is to pay attention to my sales through the e-commerce side of my website for the next year. Okay. And if I do, as I anticipate, I will begin branding all of my glasses. Okay.
And that's a good goal. Now, let's see. Oh, I knew I had something that was double. Okay. Okay. And I know you kind of touched on this earlier, but how do you develop key partnerships? So I know that you said going to the shows is important.
Very important. But my other connections, to be honest with you, are coming from social media. Or yeah, it's mostly through social media. People will find me. Someone will hear about me, word of mouth. I work in a library for the past 30 years, so I'm in touch with a lot of authors, and a lot of authors also have a lot of connections. And that was my gateway into the magazine spread.
Oh, okay.
And an author, an activist, and humanitarian, Kevin Powell, is an author. He So yeah, I want to say that's where I'm getting a lot of my connections from, working at the library, connecting with authors who have another segue into other things, um, and they're on social media.
Right. Okay. Now, how do you distinguish yourself from your competitors?
We talked about it. My style.
Yeah. And you are not whatever them other brands are that keep popping up when I'm, and then they tell you to click and click, and it's like they get you to come in because these frames are only $6.99. But by the time you finish doing everything, you sitting with a $35, $45 pair of glasses. And we're not even including shipping. But I just want to, no, you can't just have those $6.99 frames. And that is not even with prescription lenses.
See,
they need to quit playing. But okay, that is definitely one way. Not only is Adrienne Burke Eyewear stylish, it is
simply the style.
affordable. It's definitely affordable.
For now.
Listen.
For now, that's my goal, is to remain in this demographic. I will probably branch out into collections, but I will always have this. I will always have this. It is very important to have eyewear that people can, like you said, you have over 30 pair, and they're stylish and they're fashionable.
Right.
That's your
and
thing.
You feel good when you're wearing them. I mean, I love my glasses. They're like my children. I always
want that. If you're spending $200-$300 on a pair of frames, you're not going to have 30 some odd pair.
Nope.
Not if you're a regular, everyday,
right,
hardworking person. Like, let's be real.
Right.
So I'm always going to have this because this is me.
Right.
This is me.
And another thing, I'm sure probably, like with even though we're coming out of the pandemic, but everybody is having supply chain issues, you know, and as you're coming back into getting your things, they're now more expensive.
Yes.
So
yes, that is very, very real and very, very true. And you still have to make it so that your product, whoever you are, remains attainable to the demographic that you're targeting.
That you're serving, yeah.
Yeah, it's so important. That's cool that you said that because it's really important.
Yeah. All righty. Oh my God, I think we've done our time.
That was effortless. Thank you.
Yeah, I told you. And just so you know, people, my guests never know what questions.
No, I did.
I'm going to ask.
And I generally, to be honest.
Yeah, I generally don't know what questions that I'm going to ask either. Unless it's unless it's somebody that's a really specialized, but no. Okay. I just,
I didn't get no special treatment either. So
no. Everybody.
I usually don't do that with I don't know the questions, but it was.
I know some people are like, and that's why I, always let you know. I'm not going to ask anything inappropriate, and I'm not going to ask anything that you can't answer. And if it is something, you just tell me that I can't answer it. But I've never had anybody tell me that they can't answer it. So it's all, they're all general. So now we're at the rapid fire.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So you've got 5 questions, and like I said, it's an either or an or a yes or a no. It's nothing. I want the first thing that's going to come off of your head. Okay. You ready? All right. And I believe I already know the answer to this one, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Mountains or beach?
Beach. Oh my God, I live for the beach.
For the beach. Okay. Landline or cell phone?
Cell phone.
Yeah. Pretty much even the old school.
I like the landline, but I have too many things I can do and accomplish on my cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Especially when you're running a business.
Yes, yes. When I want to hide, I like a landline.
Yeah. Handwriting or typing?
Handwriting.
It's a lot. Can you believe that they're not
Penmanship.
letting penmanship in schools anymore?
I was mortified. Any
I know
babies that come through me, come my way, are gonna learn penmanship
Yes,
and
indeed.
cursive writing. Yes, ma'am.
Car or bike?
Car. I got bad knees.
And then, wait a minute, look, I'm not keeping track. Oh, I think that was 4.
It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Heels or flats?
Now flats. I love heels. I'm telling you, I got bad knees, baby girl.
And then last but not least, did you enjoy being on Fast 15? Yes or no?
Yes.
Awesome. So you're all done. You made it. Now tell everyone again, I will put this information in the description so they have it, but where can the people find you online?
Wow, like Adrienne Burke Eyewear.com.
Right, and that has links to your Postmark and your Macquarie, right?
It does. It
Okay,
does.
well,
I'm not going to take that down. I'm not going to take that down. Like I always say, I never forget where I come from.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay on Poshmark for a while. I am.
Yeah. Poshmark is a decent platform, and all of it helps. I think. I mean, this. You can never have. What do they say? Don't have too many eggs in one basket.
No, I agree.
And because
you
have some people that are dedicated to where they shop. So
I agree. I never knew about Poshmark. I happened to I fell into it by mistake.
Wow.
And I used to hear people thumbing their nose up at Poshmark, but I just want to say it is a great platform to start a business. It really is. It really, really is. That's all I'm going to say. And that's why I'm staying there for a while, because I could not have gained the notoriety that I have, or the customers, which is most important to me. If I hadn't, my most success came from not eBay, not Macquarie, from Poshmark. So, yeah.
All right. Well, Adrienne, thank you so much for sitting with me today. I thoroughly enjoyed being able to interview you, even though it was like pulling teeth in the beginning. But we got it. We went through. I told you it wasn't going to be bad. I told you we're going to enjoy it. So everyone, please go and check out Adrienne at Adrienne Burke Eyewear. Again, I will leave the link in the description below. And for those of you that don't know, you let her know that C sent you.
How about that? I take care of C's friends too.
Yes, indeed. Best customer service in the business. So thank you again, and we will see you next time. I will see you next time on another episode of Fast 15. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Adrienne.